the family that God has blessed me with. To God be the glory for the great things that He has done. And remember, this is a family that we are, no matter what. Want to play it again?
Welcome to the show. This is 5926 Central. What is going on? Let me make sure I got my sis on the line. What's going on, girl? What's up?
Oh, you know I'm here. I'm waiting on tonight. Tonight is a very important night. We got a lot of good information to put out there.
I know that's right, and I'm excited about it. Yes, I am. So, gotta just ask you, how did your day go? How did your day? Just let me know.
Today, a few people wanted me to. It kind of made me want to take a couple of vacation days today, so I could have a little time to woosah a little bit, but I think I'm going to stick it out the rest of the week.
Well,
other than that, the day was good. I'm still here.
I know that's right, and that's what's important. I see we got a lot of callers on the line. I want to give instructions. If you ever want to say something, make a comment, say what's up, how you doing, the sky is green and the grass is blue, whatever you want to say. All you got to do is press 1. And guess what? We welcome you. Listen, that song we played on the intro is our official family song. And Sister Cook is on there saying, be a family no matter what. I want to give a shout-out to Crystal. She wanted to be on the air tonight, but, she got to do a little something, so it's okay. I also want to let Jessica know if she's on the line, press 1. Let Pam know if you're on the line, press 1. So we can get this show on the road. Now, Zam, you always know I always talk bad, not bad, but, the school year and the bubble backpack. I got to bring up the bubble backpack.
Oh, Lord, not the bubble backpack.
listen, these people need to employ me because that bubble backpack is where it is. Listen, when I saw that bubble backpack, I said every show, every chance I get, I'm going to tell everybody about the bubble backpack, that the dome over the kids' head, because eventually these kids got to go back to the schoolhouse. So, I just want to let the bubble backpack people know that I am team bubble backpack for the children. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Definitely want to give a shout out to. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I know. I was just going to say, I bet your children are glad that they're grown and they don't have to wear that bubble backpack to school.
Now, don't get me wrong. I will find a adult-sized bubble backpack if necessary.
Oh, Lord.
Quaylen leaving for the Marines in about 2 weeks. So, I'm going to get him a bulletproof bubble backpack. You understand me? For the Marines.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't think that's going to go over well, but yeah, okay.
You don't think so? You don't think so, Sam? I mean, I thought it through. I thought it would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, a little camo on it, little camo on it and things. And I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it ain't going to work.
No. All right. All right. We got to give a shout-out. Let's go through some shout-outs. We want everybody to make sure you go check out Country on YouTube by Marcel Casanova. Got to throw it out there. We also want to make sure you go and check out my son's music. That's listen, I'm going to say Cash In, the artist I can never say what is it?
Formally.
I don't know the word. Formerly known as King Pack, and some of our upcoming shows. We're going to be playing some music by him. But we want you to make sure that you go to his YouTube with Mob Family, Cash In, Google it, and all that good stuff. Listen to his music and share it, please. Want to make sure his music gets out there. Also want to give a shout out to Mahogany Girls. I believe that's the name of my sister's boutique on Etsy. On Etsy. Go ahead and get you a paint party started, honey. Go and get it done. She got some nice designs on there. So go ahead and get it done. Yes,
I was kind of upset with her today. I didn't find out about it till today. And I said, Crystal, how long have you had it on? She said about 3 to 4 weeks. I'm like, really? How am I supposed to buy it if I don't know it's there?
If I don't know it's right. But I'm so proud. I'm so proud of her. We had a show talking about self-motivation, and just to see her rise like a phoenix, and this business, her business is up and running. And when I tell you people are ordering, and I am excited. I am excited for her. I remember I told her one time, I said, Crystal, just keep moving. All you got to do, I said, it doesn't matter if you make a small step or a huge step, as long as you make a step. You got to always get up every day and make a step towards what you want to do or what you want to accomplish. That's what's most important. That's what's most important. Yeah.
And when I tell you that's what she's doing,
my God.
Man.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Now, Zam, I got to give a shout out to our mother. She has started her page for her puzzle.
I know, right?
Boom.
Oh my gosh! When I found out about that, I was blown away because, boy, Sister Cook is on the move. She's not trying to let anybody leave her behind. She's trying to get hers in.
I know that's right. Look, and I thought she was going to be resistant to them. Went over to the house, right? She had these big old pretty puzzles. And I like the puzzles that she selected because they can hang in restaurants. They can hang in, coffee shops, all kinds of stuff. And I was like, Mama, what you doing with the puzzles? And I said, let me take a picture of a couple of them. And started her page right then, just that quick. I said, now, what price you want on this? And okay, we're gonna price this one. Okay, this is what you do. And let me tell you something, Mama took off. I said, go. That's what I'm talking about. And so I want y'all to make sure you go and check out, go on Facebook, check out TESSRA Puzzles, Tessera's Puzzles. And I'm telling you, when I tell you they are listen, I can't. I'm just so excited. The family is making big moves, big steps, waiting on, Sam, go ahead and fill us in on what we're talking about tonight, on the show.
Well, tonight on the show, I kind of want to hit on finances and the importance of having a good credit score or a good credit, or being in a good credit standing. And I know that I'm kind of late in the game, but my husband and I, for the past 2 years, we've actually started repairing our credit, and with the help of my brother, Napoleon, we've been finding out new things and applying the things that he tells us to how we are looking at our credit and are looking at fixing our credit or making our credit scores better. And I have no lie to tell. It's kind of late for me to be doing that, but, it's a lesson learned. So that's what we're working on, and we're trying to get that together. So one of the main reasons I want to bring this up today is because hopefully we have quite a few younger people listening in, and people who have young children who are listening in, and they can express the importance to their children about maintaining your finances and maintaining your credit, maintaining a good credit score, and how you can make your credit work for you. So that's what I want to hit on tonight, because, when we were young, we didn't have that. It was just, we saw our parents work, come home, pay the bills, and go back to work. It was just, that's just what it was. So, there was never a financial lesson in anything, except for if you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't work, you don't have a place to stay. And that was it. So I think it's important to start at a younger age, and I'm telling you, if these kids can get on YouTube. I have my granddaughter is 5. She can get on YouTube and flip through things, and she can go through my husband's phone and find what she wants on the internet. I mean, she can do all this stuff, and if they can do that at 5, it's not too early to start teaching them at 10 and 11 about credit and your finances and all of the above. So,
and you know what I really like. What I really like about this, topic we're going to talk about tonight, is going to give. It's going to also be a good tool to use, especially in the Black culture, because we don't teach on finances a lot. We don't teach. We not as a family as a whole, to bring the whole family together, sit down and learn the value of credit. We want to teach the value of $1, but we don't want to teach the value of credit and savings, and like the show title is, how it can work for you.
Right.
We want to work our credit, but we don't. You know what I'm saying? But we already have my brother on the line, so I'm gonna let him get started. Welcome to the show. What's going on with you? Hello?
You talking to me?
Yeah, we're talking to you. Oh, Lord.
Well, credit is way more important than cash, and a lot of people don't understand or realize will take you a lot further than $100,000 in cash and $10,000 in credit. The credit will take you further than the cash will. A lot of times companies don't want to deal with you in cash. They want to see that you owe somebody. And that's the world that we live in. You have to owe somebody to be somebody. So it's fairly easy to get your credit started or to get your credit repaired, and a lot of people think that you have to just live with whatever credit situation you're in right now, but that's not 100% true. A lot of us choose to be in that situation. Sometimes because we don't know, because our parents didn't know, there was nobody there to teach us about credit. So credit scores range from about 350 or 400 to 850. And most of y'all, if y'all check y'all credit, y'all probably got some on it that y'all parents put on there when y'all was little. But you can get that. Anything can be removed from your credit. It's just finding the right person that's not trying to charge you an arm and a leg to help you get you in a better situation.
And that's funny you said that about parents using kids' credit, because I was just talking to one of my daughters about that. She found something on her credit, and I told her. She said, I said, well, the thing is, you got a lot of folks that will take especially babies, and when they a baby and toddler and in school, and use their credit for stuff, you know. And I told her, I said, you have to be careful, you know, because some children in this generation, they really don't care nothing about it. They don't care nothing where their Social Security card is. They don't care, you know, what accounts they put together. They have no strategy or anything when it comes to their finance, because they are not thinking about the future. They just thinking about right now in this moment, you know. So it's a lot of teens, like you were talking about, when the parents put stuff on kids' credit. There's a lot of teens that's already in debt before they even graduate high school. And I think that financial literacy, knowing your credit score and knowing the things that you need to do to clean it up, because it is possible to clean it up, you know, is very, very valuable. So what would you say would be the first step? If a person is listening right now and they need to know, what do they do first? What would be the first step?
The first step would be to pull your credit report to see what's actually on your credit. And you have to you have 3 different credit bureaus: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Records on you that report to the credit agencies. One called LexisNexis. There's another one called SoundStream. There are several different ones. The 3 main ones for consumer credit. For consumer credit are TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. And when you pull your reports, annualcreditreport.com, right now, since coronavirus started, you get every 7 days you can pull your credit report for free.
Wow.
So you can pull it and see what items on there that are affecting you negatively. And most of the time they'll tell you what's the negative stuff and what's the positive stuff. Or it'll say adverse accounts. So you don't want the bad account. And just because something is on your credit and it may be good and you may think it's bad. So sometimes when things are paid off, they'll stay on for so long, and you don't want to just delete everything off of your credit, because then you have to start over. The longer your credit history is, the better. The more available credit you have, the better.
Okay.
And most of the time what happens is people, when they get their credit fixed, they'll go buy things that they don't need. And then realize that they shouldn't have bought it. But you can't do anything about that now because you already have it, so you have to pay for it. So what you should do, you should use credit like you use cash. If you're going to go buy gas at the gas station, buy it on your credit card and then pay that same amount off on your credit card. It's a lot of details going. You have a due date and a statement date. When you get your statement dated, that's when the last day available for you to pay your bill before it turns up negative, before you get a late payment. Your statement balance is what they charge you interest on.
Mhm.
So if you pay your bill by your due date, you pay the statement balance amount before the statement balance is due. That's what they report to the credit bureau. So once you pay that statement balance, if your statement balance is $200 and you pay $150 on your due date, which is before the statement date, then there's only $50 left on your balance, and that's what they're going to report to the credit bureau, and that's what they're going to charge you interest on. But if you have a $200 statement balance and you pay $200, when they report to the credit bureau, it's going to show up as zero. And that's a good thing because it drops your credit usage. So you have, typically everyone says you want to be under 30% on your credit card. Well, actually, you want to be under 10%. That's better. But 1 to 2% is even better than that. So the lower amount that you're using, but you want to have activity, the lower amount that you use, the better the other companies see you, the creditors see you.
Okay.
So it's a lot that goes into it, and there's a lot of tricks to credit that we don't know about, because nobody else knew about it. Because most parents told their kids to stay away from credit. Don't get those credit cards. And they probably would tell you that because they figured you probably misused them, or because they didn't know how to use them and they misused them. But you have
I ain't
to
gonna lie
have
to you. I was scared of credit cards.
Most people are. Most people think that if they go get their credit fixed, then they're going to have all of this new credit. People are going to be sending them cards, and then they're going to actually get the cards, and they're going to misuse the funds. That's just a lack of discipline.
Yeah. Because I had went through my whole life without a credit card. No, I wasn't applying for credit cards. I didn't want a secured credit card. I didn't want anything that had to do with a credit card. And I thought, being honest, I thought that was a good thing, that I didn't have any credit cards. I thought it was a good thing that I didn't really have no major stuff on my credit. But I also didn't have any credit accounts, and found out that no credit is bad credit. You know what I'm saying? Or no kind of credit account was working against me. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people out there that think that, okay, I don't have no credit cards and I don't do none of that stuff with my, so I'm safe, So this is good information that you're sharing tonight, about credit.
Yeah, I've even heard people say something as far as, if I can't pay cash for it, then I don't want it,
Yeah.
And they're adamant about that. If they don't have the money to pay for it, then they're not trying to put anything on credit. They're not trying to pay for it later. They want to do it now and be done with it. But when you get ready to purchase a home or, a big purchase, that's more of a hassle than anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm finding that out. And I know that Crystal was talking to me a little bit, and I want to find the time to actually sit down. Because I know with my credit, it's a lot of things that I actually need to do, especially when it comes to business, when it comes to, a lot of different things. So conversation that definitely we need to sit down and get in depth about in my household. I know that. So after we pull credit reports, after we now what? Okay, did we talk about the stains on the credit? You said don't remove them out. Explain that again, because I got a lady that's sending me a message about old accounts. She was married, old accounts, and all those different things is working. She feels working against her.
If it's working against you, then you want to get rid of it. But sometimes, okay, this is the thing. The age of your credit history, you have different percentages. I can't call them off the top of my head, but your payment history is about 30% of your credit rating.
Mhm.
And then you have your let's see, your available balances. Everything plays a part. Your inquiries. But just because something is old, the older your credit history is, the better it is for your credit.
Okay. Mhm.
But if it's negative,
that's what I didn't know.
If it's showing negative on her credit,
then
she definitely wants to get it removed.
Mhm.
And I'll say this.
Yeah.
Never pay. Never pay a collection. If you have an account that goes to collection, do not pay it.
Wow. Them folk that be calling the house or the ones that...
Yes. You don't pay them.
Mhm.
They will misuse you every time. You'll pay them, and they still won't take it off of your credit.
Now, is it true that they be trading them accounts, handing the account off to another?
Yeah, they will, because they figured out, well, I couldn't get the money for it. Let me sell it to somebody else. And what you have to understand is, you don't have a signed agreement with that collection agency. You don't even know who these people are, and they're calling you, telling you you owe them some money.
Right.
So you have to make them validate that collection account.
Mhm.
Because you don't have a signed contract with them. You don't know those people. It's just like me coming up off the street and saying, "Hey, you owe me some money." It's like, what do you mean I owe you some money? I don't even know you. Same thing with the collection agency. The only way you pay a collection is if you're about to buy a house or something, they tell you need to get this removed off your credit, and by paying it, and then they tell you that they send you a letter in writing telling you that they're going to remove that off your credit once it's paid. But you have to get it in writing. Don't talk to collectors or collection agencies on the phone. Do everything through paperwork. Because you can't, they can't trace, or you don't have any proof if you had a conversation with somebody and they promised you something. But if you get it in writing, that hold up in court. Because a lot of these collection agencies, they'll try to take you to court and sue you, and you don't have any type of contract, anything with them. So don't be fooled and misused by the collection agencies.
Yeah, because they got some cold-blooded little tricks they be doing.
So pretty much,
I know
if something goes into... Go ahead, Janice.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
So pretty much, if something is on your credit report and it's in collection, if you don't have anything pressing that you need that removed for, just take the time and do your due diligence, as far as disputing it to get it removed, and go that route instead. But if you're
right.
trying to make a big purchase like a house, then you write them and say, hey, if I paid this amount, at whatever amount, the settlement amount or whatever, I need your guarantee that you're going to remove this from my credit report. And once they send you that letter back stating that they will, then you settle. You go ahead and take care of that. That way, if they don't, then you can have something to fight them in court with. So is that the pretty much the basis of it? Okay.
Yeah, but the other part of that is, if you're going to buy a house, don't wait till you get ready to go buy a house to try to fix your credit.
Right.
If you know you're going to try to buy a house in 6 months, you should already be working on repairing your credit. Most people don't even know what's on their credit.
And that is true. That was me. That was definitely me. And the reason I'm asking is for all of those who are like younger now and hadn't thought about their credit, but listening to us, now they're thinking about it. Now they have a chance to go ahead and do what they need to do to get their everything together. I was just using a house thing for an example, like you said, just an example.
Yeah, that's good. Like anytime you should be working on your credit all the time, making sure checking your credit on a regular basis so you can know what's on your credit. Because a lot of times people will go to the doctor or to the hospital and they get a bill, and then next thing you know, that bill is sent to a collection agency and it's on their credit. Well, there are laws called HIPAA laws that prevent the hospitals or medical facilities from sharing their information with other parties. And you could actually win money if that's not removed from your credit, because it shouldn't be on there in the first place, because these people shouldn't have this information. But what happens
serious?
Yeah, and what happens is now the hospitals have gotten slick with throwing in the paperwork that and you're signing a release saying that they can give that information to someone if you didn't pay for a hospital bill. And a lot of times people don't have insurance and they can't afford to pay for these hospital bills, and everybody should have free insurance anyway. But so that's the other part. The first thing is, anything you do when you're signing something, make sure you read it and understand it. Because you might be signing your life away. So the court system.
I did not know that about the slick side of what the hospitals are doing.
Yeah, they're doing that now because so many people's items are going into collection where they're not able to pay it. Hospitals even have their own collection agency. But when they can't recover the money, they'll sell it. They say you owe them $5,000, or they say that you owe them $5,000. They'll sell it to a collection agency for $500. That collection agency will still try to collect. Actually, they would try to collect more than that $5,000 because they want the money that they paid for it, and they want something extra. So they'll send you something saying you owe them $5,500. And if something is, you can get things removed off your credit if the date is wrong, if the amount is wrong, if the terms are wrong, if the name is the account. It's a ton of different reasons why you can get things removed off your credit. And if you never tried to get anything off, then you're doing yourself a disservice. It's better to dispute on paper by mailing your disputes in. But if you can't, if you don't have access to mail it in regular mail, it's better to mail it certified so they can't say that they didn't get it. But if you can't do any of that, you can't afford any of that, you can go online and dispute. Now, they'll deny you for certain reasons just because you may not fill out your dispute the right way. And all the time, disputes, they don't always take it off the first time. it may take you 2 or 3 different times to dispute something before it comes up. But you didn't get bad credit overnight, so you're not gonna get good credit overnight. So you just have to be
like
patient
some work
in
has
that
to be
process.
done.
Yeah, you have to do some work.
Yes.
But if you want anything for yourself, you're gonna have to work for it. If somebody else is gonna do it for you, then you're gonna have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's true. That's the truth.
So you can do it yourself for free, and you'll feel better about it. And then you'll know how to do it. If something ever came up again, you know how to take care of that on your own.
Yeah, instead of keep paying somebody.
Because like you were saying earlier, Denise, I used to pay for everything in cash. And went to the car dealership to go buy a car, and they told me, well, you don't have any credit. I was like, yeah, because I pay for everything in cash. I said, everything I have, if I can't afford it, then I don't buy it.
Right.
And I found out the hard way, that's the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah.
Because bad credit is better than no credit.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that out the hard way. Because I know I buy everything cash. I was one of them cash people. Got to be a cash car. Got to be, furniture. Got to pay for it cash, And then after our family meeting, we started talking and everything. I was telling my husband, I said, I got to go get a car. I got to go get, I got to get some type of something working on my credit. You get what I'm saying? Because it was no, I might have like an old light bill or something on there, or something like that. But it was no account to show, like payments were happening or something. Anyway, because everything I bought was cash. So, got to work on it. This has been a very, very informative show. Okay. Now we got people on the line. If you have a question, you can hit 1, and you can ask a question. I want you to feel free to be a part of the conversation. Now, since we're waiting on that, do you know anything about interest rates on credit cards? How can credit cards really work for a person? People that don't want to deal with credit cards. Oh, I ain't dealing with a credit card. I'm not doing it.
See that phone a long way up. Yeah, if you you don't have to pay interest on credit cards. That goes back to what I was telling you earlier about the due date and the statement date. Now, you can use your credit cards every month to the point to where you almost max them out. You don't want to do that. But what can happen is if my statement amount is $2,500, and before my statement date, I pay $2,500, then I don't have anything. I don't have a payment. I won't pay interest. So if I pay that off and say, okay, my balance is zero now. By the time my statement balance hits, and then I go spend $5,000 on this card, and it's 30 days, and then my payment is due. Now, when it shows back up, if I haven't paid when that next statement date comes up, that $5,000 is going to show up, but I won't have to pay interest on it. So they're going to give you 30 days from the next statement date. So if my statement date is on the 15th, on the 18th, I go spend $5,000 on it. That's not getting reported to the credit bureau. And they're also not charging me interest on it because that's I'm using that right now. So when your due date comes, then they're going to say, okay, this is your current statement balance, and this is your payment is due in 30 more days. So long as you pay that before that next statement date, you won't pay any interest on it.
Man, look. Well, I tell you.
Ain't that something? Wow. That's some good information.
Yeah, that's some real good information today.
Well, do we have any more questions? You know, anything else we want to touch on? Anything else that you want to enlighten us on before we? Cause we got about 15 minutes left. Wait a minute, we got a caller. Caller, you're on the air.
How's everybody doing? Hello?
We're good.
Well, thank you for that response. So I'm listening in, and I think what this gentleman is saying is when we go and we make purchases each month, as long as we pay for what we have purchased throughout that month before our balance is due, we won't get charged the interest on any of the purchases. But if we wait until after the due date has passed to make that payment, that's when they hit you with not only the late fee, but the interest on the money that you borrowed. So the benefit to paying it off by the due date or before the due date is to avoid the penalty of interest. Yes, things happen in life, and we think that we're going to be able to make this payment before this cycle hits, and sometimes we can't. In those situations, you just have to get caught up by paying extra so that you can get out of that little rut. But I just wanted to kind of simplify for anyone that may have been confused or had a question and just have not asked that question. So hopefully that was being helpful on that end.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Because, you know, some people get information and they just run with it and they didn't get all of it. Oh, my Lord. But, you know what I'm saying, be just everywhere, just acting a fool. No, you got to pay that. This has been a good show about finances and credit, and it's very important. Those of you that are listening, if you're listening in the archives as well, it's important to make sure that your family is financially literate. Okay, it's very, very important to know, like you said earlier, how important credit is. Because some of us we are credit poor and cash poor, and we really have, if we can be patient and learn what credit means, we can really have a more comfortable life, you know. So it's very important. That's awesome, the information that was shared on today. Now, y'all know we love this is a family show, so we are not going to let Marcel Casanova go without talking about the music. All right? We got to talk about the music. And the week before last, we played country. You know, we played Southern Love, all that good stuff. So I want you to talk to us, and then you were nominated for a Best Collaboration Award with Zydeco Award. So talk to us. Tell us about the music. Tell us what's going on, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Hello? You still there?
I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, got that. He's still here.
Oh yeah. I had the phone muted. I'm sorry. It was actually 2 awards this year. I had to say it again. It's best collaboration and best video. Last year it's for the Zydeco Blues and Trail Ride Awards, and last year it was 3 awards. It was best new male artist, video of the year, and best collaboration.
Uh-oh. Okay.
My latest project out is called Country Southern Love, and that features the different varieties of the song country, and also has Southern Love on there. The album prior to that, which was also released this year, in February of this year, is called Southern Love 2. And that has a new single on there we're pushing called Rock With Me. And the year prior to that, it had Southern Love 1. And that's where country came from, that album and Southern Love. But it's a lot of music out that I was promoting right now. I did the Cam Hill show today. Had an interview on there. It's about an hour long. It's up on Facebook. If you look on the Star TV or if you go to YouTube, I believe it's also on Roku TV and Amazon Prime.
Awesome.
Look awesome. At, Marcel Casanova.
Okay, so tell us. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you can find the website marcelcasanova.com or go to soulouttour.com. Awesome.
Now we want you all to make sure too that you we post this music on My Gospel Soul magazine page. We post it on mygospelsoulmagazine.com. We also push in all family music. If you want to know about all of us, it's a lot going on. We have photographers, everything going on with the Cook family. So we want to make sure that everybody gets involved. Everybody know where we are, what we're doing. Make sure you check out country because it's country and it's a little bit of country in the South. Yes, it is. All right. Okay. Marcel Casanova, we're going to go out on your song. Let's see. Which one you want to go out on? I love it. I love all of them.
Do you have Mr. Rat?
Oh.
No, you didn't send me that.
I'm sorry. Or do you have Rock With Me? It don't matter. You can play whatever you feel like playing.
Okay. All right.
They all gonna make you feel good, so you can play any one of them you want to play.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Real quick before we go out. For one, I want to thank Marcel Casanova for coming in and speaking on it. As far as the credit and everything goes, I want to thank you for calling in for that. I want to thank you for letting us know and everybody else know about everything that you're working on. And Janice, could you make sure you tell everybody again where they can listen to the recording of this show, just in case there are any questions or they want somebody else to listen to it to see what we talked about?
Okay. Well, make sure, you can check out the show at blogtalkradio.com / My Gospel Soul. You can go to iHeartRadio, Spotify. You can go on Deezer. It's everywhere. It's on iTunes. It's everywhere. You can Google it. Google 5926 Central. You can Google the Cook Girls. It's going to come up, okay? You can go on Facebook. I shared a link to the show on Facebook, so it's on there as well. You can go to My Gospel Soul magazine page, My Gospel Soul radio page. It's everywhere you are. You can go to Instagram, wherever it is, but we're right here for you. Leave a comment, and one of the hosts we'll get back with you, or we'll drop some information right in that post so that you can stay informed on what we are doing. So, I say I'm ready for country. I want to play country. Yes, yes. I want to play country. Okay, one more.
One more thing. Marcel Casanova. Crystal said she listens to this and it does not make her want to move. She said nothing makes her want to move. I don't understand. Because even the memes in my in me and the kids messages, you know, they all moving. Everything moving when the song is playing. I just don't understand. We don't have to get her some help.
I think she in denial. You know. I think that she don't. I think she don't want us to know that she. You know, it makes her feel good. I don't.
She does.
So I want to say thank you once again, Marcel Casanova. Y'all make sure you write that name down. Y'all remember the song, Oh Casanova? Yeah, so you know how to spell it. Okay, look him up. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. He's everywhere. Google it, okay? All right, this song comes to you. We've enjoyed you on 5926 Central with the Cook Girls. We got more coming to you on next Monday. Make sure that you are on the show. We love you, and there's nothing you could do about it. And just like my mama always say, be a family, no matter what. Here's Country by Marcel Casanova.
Nino, man.
And now, more.
Yeah, I'm country with it like trail riding. It's two-door on that cow hide. Teeth shine like sunshine. 40 cocked on my waistline. Country boy, but I don't smoke hate. Loud sweet in my ashtray. Treat every day like my last day. Treat every day like my last day. I'm country. AC on with the windows down. If you see me, no contenders round. Talk of the town, I shut them down. Moonshine and joints rolled. If I'm in the game, then points gold. House parties and drink poles. Pimp talking, Kangos. I'm country.
Country talk. You see the country walk. You smell the country homie. It's 'cause I'm country homie. I'm country. Oh, country. You hear the country talk. You see the country walk. You smell the country homie. It's 'cause I'm country homie. I'm country. Oh, country. It's been a long time coming, but the country, yeah, we own now. Atlanta back to Houston, got 'em living every song now. So put your boots on and hold your cup tight. We bout to hit the trail right. We're gonna party all night. See, the club is overrated. Don't walk it in the way. They can't shut this hips down. Them laws can't make us go away. And ain't no last call for drinks, 'cause I got something in the cooler. Tell the whole world what the country did to you. I'm country. So country. New Cupid, let's go. Country. That's the way I grew up. Shopping screwed up. What it do, bruh? Shake it for me, baby. Let me see what you're working with. Country women got that work. Yeah, they be popping it. Trail ride girls, tight jeans with some boots on. Mess around with a country girl, you ain't going home. She look good, she cook good. Shawty a beat, when she on that wood.
The king of the trail ride blues. Let's go. I said these boots was made for walking. Let me set down my shine and let me start stomping. King of the trail ride, blues in your boots. Line dancing Sonic crew, no matter what you choose. Catch me in Texas or even in that booth. Finger-foot horses, wild hogs on the loose. Let's go. I'm long like a dirt road, sweet like sugar cane. Used to say country every time you scream my name.
You hear the country talk. You see the country walk. You smell the country homie. It's 'cause I'm country homie. I'm country. Oh, country. You hear the country talk. You see the country walk. You smell the country homie. It's 'cause I'm country homie. I'm country. Oh, country. See, we them good boys for sure, with a country pedigree, a dangerous combination. We gon' let the world see. We put in work and pay the dues. Homie, this right here ain't free. This R&B came naturally, can't deny it's meant to be. We fell so deep in this game, but we some country. truck pulling dust, that's what I say. That's my lingo. Country on the dance floor. Country on the pound, country on the queso. Can you tell by now I'm country? Country talk. You see the country walk. Tell the country homie. It's 'cause I'm country homie. I'm country. I'm so country. I'm so country. Yeah, I'm so country.
Praise the Lord, everybody. I'm Mrs. Cook.